Hi, and welcome to the Blended Garden channel, where I will be always talking about kindness. And I am taking my nice little walk, thinking about where to start off talking about teaching children kindness. And when I walk, I have my epiphanies. So this will be brief, but my first epiphany is working with young children. You learn how to teach kindness through taking turns and things of that nature. But the more I think deeply about it, and the more I even think of my own child, who had to go through a lot of bullying and things like that. And I was a person who was bullied as a young child for, I came out from the Nation of Islam into the public school system, and we were bullied a lot, basically, on how we dressed. We wore the hijab. We looked different. We did things differently growing up. So we were bullied a lot. So I'm very sensitive about bullying. So I think really the first place you should start when you're teaching kindness, when they're even so young as 2, 3, 4, is teaching your child first to stand up for themselves, what that looks like, what those words are. And I won't touch on that right now, but the reason I say that is because you can't, a child won't learn to be kind if they're susceptible to bullying, because what happens is, or even not being able to stand up for themselves, they become this victim and they internalize it. So something that I know I taught my child was, first, how to stand up for yourself. Because if you can arm your child with how to stand up for themselves, then most likely they will begin to learn kindness, because they won't start off on the foot of being bitter and wanting to get back and internalize all these bad feelings, because they're learning how to stand up for themselves. When they're very young, it could be something as simple as, oh, look at that beautiful sun, but it can be something as simple as, no, I'm using that, I'm sorry, when I'm done. Those are great words too. And then as they get older, teaching them how to speak up for themselves, even body stature. When you walk into a room, don't be afraid to look at people. Don't be afraid to be directly kind or directly honest with people. And this kind of gives off energy waves of, um, I'm not someone to be bullied. So I really think the first steps in teaching kindness is to teach your child how to stand up for themselves, so that they will not internalize other people's toxicity of bullying, of taking advantage of, being taken advantage of, just not, being in situations where other children are not being kind. Because sometimes children, the ones that don't express themselves, they'll internalize it, and then in turn they will become the bully. They will become unkind because they are just acting out on someone else's behavior, because they have not been given the tools to retract it. It's almost like in those movies, those Jedi movies, or Wonder Woman or whatever, where you see like forces coming to you and they're like psh, 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 you know like battling it off. And so yeah, um, teach your children how to battle off bad energy first, and then you can begin to teach. They will learn kindness as long as they are in a home and they are in experiences that are kind. So before you teach kindness, teach, um, I would call it self-preservation, for your space, self-preservation for your mental space, for your emotional space, for your physical space. Um, and then those will begin to build those things will begin the foundation of, um, being a kind person, because you are not internalizing the unkindness of other people and then therefore giving it back. So the temptation is to be treated unkindly and then to go and treat someone else unkindly. So you're teaching your children how to battle those bad energies off, and also protect themselves and stand up for themselves. And you can do that from a very young age. All right, so that's my epiphany for the morning. I'm going to get back on my walk with my beautiful sunshine. Woohoo, there we go. And there'll be more to come. Thanks for tuning in to the Blended Garden channel. And you can get the Book of Kindness, The Blended Garden, on Amazon.com, Kindle version. There's no hard copy, unfortunately, right now, but you can definitely use this book to teach your children kindness and share it with those who want to learn more about how to be kind and include everyone. Have a great day, everybody.